Western Conference Finals and NBA playoffs. You've got the Spurs, you've got the Thunder. This series is tied at 2 as we go Game 5 in OKC. Check out Keldon Johnson trying to hype up Wemby like it was Draymond with KD back in the day. And it worked early. De'Aaron Fox and Julian Champagnie. He had 22 points as a playoff career high for him. Spurs were up 8. And then, Wemby trying to walk through Chet Holmgren, the mind games. And Jalen Williams like, really, dude? That's what we're doing? Okay. Well, sometimes that can have the opposite effect, right? Well, right here it didn't because Wemby goes up high for that lob over Keldon Johnson. But the Spurs were down 2 after the second quarter. SGA attacking baseline. Check out that move he puts on Wemby, one of the best defenders in the history of the planet. And he's like, oh, that was unfair. OKC up 3. Less than 3 minutes to go here in the second. Here's Holmgren. He's got Luke Cornett on him and off balance, but he gets the roll. That puts the Thunder up 9. And then SGA, pull-up game in full effect. Thunder up 69-58 at the half. They nearly doubled their first half points from Game 4 when they shot the ball so poorly there in San Antonio. Third quarter, it's a 15-point deficit for the Spurs. Make it 18 because SGA knocks down that 3. And then the Spurs call timeout. And Wemby pulls everyone together. That's what leaders do because there's still time for them to mount a comeback. They just got to do some things like stop SGA, which is almost impossible sometimes. That's the first 20-point lead of this series for the Thunder. At the other end, Stephon Castle to Wemby. I mean, look at the athleticism and the touch on that, falling out of bounds. Spectacular. But the problem is, he did not shoot it well at all, just 4-15 from the floor. But he had other dudes on his team. Devin Vassell made it an 8-point game. And then here, off the miss, Luke Cornett thought he had a layup, but here comes Cason Wallace out of nowhere for the block at the rim. How about them Wildcats? Was it in the cylinder? Well, they didn't say nothing. Less than a minute to go. Spurs down 10 here in the third. Wemby attacks, loses it. They say it's out of Wemby, but the replay showed it went off Chet Holmgren. Mitch Johnson's like, yo, let's replay that. Let's replay that. They didn't do it. He gets upset. He's like, yo, what's going on? He gets a technical. So now the Spurs are down 10 going to the fourth. SGA, Jared McCain, how good has he been during this series? Knocks down that triple, and then off the miss, gets it again. Thank you, sir. May I have another? He went for 20 in this game. It was his first playoff start because Jalen Williams still not available. And then SGA, 32 points, 9 assists. Thunder win at 127-114. They are 1 win away from going back to the NBA Finals.
22 points, 6 assists, 3 steals. Isaiah Hartenstein was really the heart and soul tonight. 12 points, 15 rebounds, 4 assists, 6 of 8. He was plus 24, and he did a great job of keeping Victor Wembanyama off the boards because Wemby only had 6 rebounds. But Hartenstein was sensational tonight. 6 of those rebounds of the 15 were offensive rebounds. Jared McCain was inserted into the starting lineup, and he played extremely well. Spurs got to do a better job of taking care of the ball, Joe.
Man.
It's really that simple. You cannot let them get to 70 at the half because they can play at a place most teams can't get to the number that they can get to.
Right.
I mean, you did a great job. You had them to 29 in the first, and then they damn near get 40 in the second.
Yeah.
They get over 30-plus in the third. You're not going to beat OKC if you allow them to play like that. If you give them that many second-chance opportunities, if you do not do a better job of keeping them off the three-point line, and tonight they were going down because a lot of those shots they had in Game 4, they had some of the same shots. They just didn't knock them down.
Yeah.
They knocked them down tonight. But you better not give them too many chances at you because guess what? They're going to make you pay for those, Joe. How were the Thunder able to regroup, Joe? Because we saw them get blown out in Game 4 by 20-plus, and then they come back and they win by 13 tonight. What was the difference between Game 4 and Game 5?
The difference to me, Uncle Ocho, you got to look at Chet Holmgren. Look how he came out aggressive, how he started the game. He in the first half, he had 12 points. Now, I know he only finished with 16, but I thought he was assertive, in that first half to start the game when everything was looking, it wasn't looking great for Shea. Shea wasn't playing well, right. And he's addressed that. But I thought Chet picked it up with his aggressiveness, having that thrust of getting to the rim, trying to make plays, and he got a few to go down. And y'all know, man, in this league, all it takes It's for one or two to go down and you get a little confidence. And I thought he got off to a great start. Caruso has been unbelievable. He has been unbelievable. I'm talking about because when he comes in the game, it's never a letdown, bro. It's either we keep it steady or he take you to another level. I think he's been great. You look at McCain, who stepped right in. He don't mind. Look, he don't have the prettiest game because as a guard, you know, when you see guys bring the ball up, he don't move with that fluidity, you know, like a Kyrie or a Shea or, you know, guys like that. But he's so effective, bro. He gets it done, and he's not afraid of the moment. Shea needs another guard next to him who don't mind, you know, putting up some shots, and making big shots. Yep. I think OKC, man, they came out and put their step on the game. Home court advantage is going to come to play in this series. I don't think OKC can win Game 6, but they look great.
I mean, you look at it, Jared McCain had the same number of shots as Shea.
Yeah.
Both of them got the ball up 19 times.
Yeah.
He's not afraid. He will, on a kick out, where you might say, hey, pull it. No, hell nah. He's like, nah. This shot going to go up. This shot going up. Ocho, you have the Spurs.
Yes, sir.
They came out, and I thought they played good. They got OKC to call a timeout. And then right out of the timeout, guess what? The Spurs get the ball back, turnover. What they do, get again, turnover. At some point in time, Ocho, Castle has to do a better job of taking care of the basketball, and he's got to stop. I understand, Joe. I don't want to rob him of his aggressiveness. But, Joe, you picking up fouls 90 feet from the basket? That's crazy. And you're going to put him in the penalty. So now they're in the penalty with 6 minutes to go.
Yeah.
The whistle is the ref whistle is already on a hair trigger. You put them. And Shea's going to have the ball 90% of the time, 16 or 17 from the free throw line.
Yeah.
Joe, how your team going to get back in this thing?
Listen, I don't know. They need to have a conversation. We talked about this in length already a few games ago about Castle. And I asked you and Joe, you and I asked Joe, what can the coach tell Castle where he can still be himself and play with controlled aggression without fouling so much, without getting in so much foul trouble? There were two things that's wrong with him. He's fouling too early, too often, and he's turning the ball over at a high clip and then putting his team in harm's way.
Hey, here's a problem we got here. I'd rather have my dog out there barking, getting down, and I had to pull him back a little bit versus me having to push him out there saying, you know, sick him, go get him. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're going to have to live with some of these mistakes that Castle's going to make, bro. He's a young guy. Hey, listen, he's guarding a 2-time MVP who shot 53% from the field throughout the regular season. He's only had one game in this series to where he shot 50%, and I think that was like game 2, and I think he had 30 points. He was right at 50%. So I understand Castle has made some mistakes, but we can kind of, you know, we're going to have to make do with some of them mistakes, fellas. We're going to have to pick it up in other areas. You know what I mean? Right. I just think for the Spurs to win in OKC again, obviously I think it'll have to be a Game 7, but I think it's going to be tough, bro. Their role players play too great at home.
Yes. I agree.
And
I think go ahead, Ocho. Go ahead.
I was going to say, outside of that, we didn't get much from Vassell tonight. We didn't get much from Fox tonight. Wemby wasn't Wemby. Obviously, most of the time averaging 30. He only had 20. Champagne, you know, he had 20. He was 8 for 15, 4 for 8 from 3. Hartenstein did one hell of a job. On Wemby and not really allowing that many second chance points for the Spurs. I mean, they just played well. And that goddamn Caruso again. And we talk about him every series, you know, to this point. And he's playing extremely well, extremely well. And he's been a huge difference maker for them.
Man,
the thing is, Joe, I get what you're saying about not wanting to try to harness him too much. But I think the thing is, he breaks their momentum.
Yeah,
Joe, we got a 7-8 point lead, and then he gives up a couple of turnovers and commit fouls. It's a tie ball game.
Yeah.
And that's what we saw tonight. And then a couple of times I'm like, bro, where are you passing the ball to?
Yeah. He get a little out of control now.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at Dylan Harper, bro. You got one of the best on-ball defenders in front of you, and you try to get cute. And guess what? He going the other way with it. Bro, you don't got handles like Kyrie. You don't have those kind of handles. Maybe eventually you will, but understand who you're going up against. There are certain situations, Joe, you just got to go.
Yeah.
All that fancy dribbling, it looks good. I mean, you had to, look at him dancing. Oh, hell, he going, he's snatching back. Oh, he go again. Here he come. And he, You put that ball in front of him.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The funny thing about it, Joe, too, when you have defenders like that are very good, especially laterally, they can move them puppies left and right.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with a DB. If you know you have a DB that's very good in man-to-man, you always want to put the pressure on them first.
Yeah.
Because you sitting there dancing and trying to be cute, all that does is plays into their hands.
Yeah.
It's an advantage for them with you playing around. Pick a side, make one move, and just go.
Yeah. Hey, look. As a young player, bro, you have to learn that on the fly. Y'all got to remember now, Dylan Harper, he's a rookie. But I agree with you, Unc. You got to get the hell up off that ball, and you got to know who guarding you. All that playing, you got to get it. All that ha. It's on get one high. One high, and it's time to go. You can't be playing around, bro.
Hey, Joe. How many?
You get one high. Go on, get by him. You playing.
Because the next one's going to be
Because look, you playing around with the wrong one. You got to know who you can do that with and who you can't. You know what I mean? Right. Because them turnovers that they were having him, Harper and Castle, they were leading the buckets, bro.
Yes.
They were leading, and they were demoralizing. I understand what y'all saying. They got to get better in that aspect.
And I get, Chad, what you said. Well, Castle only had 3 turnovers. You don't understand. What if somebody only has 1 drop, but it's on 4th down in the 4th quarter, and you turn the ball over?
Yeah.
So he only had 1 drop. That's an important drop.
Yes.
So you understand. So you just look at the number. See, I look at the situation in the ball game where we are.
Yeah.
And we got momentum. Now he gets 2 of those turnovers and create fouls. We got a 7-8 point lead. Guess what? Ball game's tied.
Yeah.
Tonight, Hartenstein outplayed Wemby. Wemby is setting up too far outside. He ain't get nothing easy, Joe. He got to get down on the block some. I'm not saying he has to spend the lion's share of his time down there, but he's got to get closer to the basket. Everything, he's catching the ball damn near the 3-point line.
Yeah, because he don't want that resistance. Oh, he get inside the 3. We got this elbow in his back. Yeah. We got these arms we push. That's resistance that he has to go against every time he know coming into that paint. I think what happens is Chad Pennington got off to a great start, and it kind of,
you mean Chad?
Champ Penny. I think he scored here. I think he had like 12 points in the first quarter.
He did. He got hot.
Yeah, and I think it kind of got guys off rhythm a little bit to where, look, Fox never really got into the game. You know what I mean?
Nah, he struggled tonight offensively.
He did. And Vassell never really got into it neither. Because Penny was so hot. Then, Wemby and Harper and Castle, all those guys take over as far as handling the rock and making plays. But to me, man, I just think with the experience that OKC has, it just seems like, to me, they're going to prevail throughout this series.
Hey, you know what, too, Uncle Joe? Wemby being a 3-level scorer and the fact that he's allowing Hartenstein to make him one-dimensional because he doesn't want to deal with the pushing and the shoving and fighting his way down in the block, being able to play with his back to the basket, he can't allow them to do that. He got to find a way. I'm not sure who. Listen, I'm not a head coach. I'm just saying when you can score in a multitude of ways, you can't allow a player to dictate what you want to do.
And you got Hartenstein and Chet Holmgren. They outplayed him. Them two got to outplay Wemby.
And they did. 28 and 16. What they had.
Yeah, they did tonight.
Even if you just take Hartenstein outplayed him head up.
Yeah.
And the thing is that what we talked about, Joe, those 2 guys need to be equal to, if not better.
Yeah.
Because now we've neutralized him with our 2 guys, and now we got Shea. Because we know Shea's gonna win his matchup.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So now if we get those 2 guys to neutralize Wemby, we good. Joe, I thought the Fishers had a bad stretch. That was a goaltending on Cornet.
Yeah.
How did they miss that?
Well,
The ball went up Chet's foot. How do you miss that? And the ref trying to get a challenge, and y'all like, what? No, come on, you Joe, you can't miss that. Now in the international rules, you can goaltend,
right,
off the rim,
right.
But you can't do that in the NBA. I mean, the man look. I understand both of them got size 30 shoes. One got a boat, the other got a yacht. But the ball went out with Chet's foot. It did, it did.
Yeah.
Hey man, I don't know what the refs be looking at.
I don't know either. And Shea, 17 free
Anthony
throws,
Rob,
man.
I can help you.
You know what I think? I'm thinking, you know what? They might need to cap it. You can only shoot 10 free throws in a game.
What?
That's your max. They said, come on, man.
Hey, and when I was watching Shea, especially in that first quarter, Uncle Ocho, his body language was funky. It stank.
He's struggling from the field, Joe. He knows in order to get the numbers he's getting, I mean, he's got to go to the free throw line. And he's done a great job of creating that contact. But sometimes they talk about, because the other night they called a foul on Fox, talking about Fox didn't impede his landing space.
Right.
He likes to come down all funky.
Yeah. He does.
But it's I don't know. I just know is that if they're gonna knock down shots like this, it's gonna be hard for them to defend. And like what they did the other night, Joe, I thought they overhelped tonight.
Yeah.
Where in game 4 they didn't overhelp. I thought they overhelped tonight and left some guys wide open. The first thing I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna run Caruso off the corner 3. If you let him hit that first corner 3, your ass in trouble.
Yeah.
Now, it's not to say that he can't hit the other points of the 3,
right. Yeah.
but he really loves that corner 3.
He does.
And you got to get him off of it.
Yeah. Well, they got to make some adjustments, man. You know, because you're gonna have to give up something. If you collapsing every time the ball hits the paint, that's what you give up. You're gonna have to give up them spray outs. You're gonna have to give up some contested threes. You know, San Antonio has been great, I think, in man and just isolation defense, playing Shea head up and not too much help, not overextending. Yeah, got away from him a couple times tonight, but for the most part, man, they've kept him under wraps, bro. I'm talking about that first quarter, he was pissed off at himself. I could see it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I think they've done a great job. So if Chet Holmgren, he has to continue to be aggressive and play with that thrust, because he need a number 2 guy who gonna really come along. See, every game his number 2 guy has been somebody different.
Mm-hmm.
Shays. So
yes,
he got to continue to, you know, hopefully somebody come off this bench and continue to come along for the ride. And I like McCain. It was his first start, 20.7 for 19. And let me know you ain't scared of the moment, bro.
Because he getting them shots up.
Yes,
and I think the thing is, Joe, is that I thought the Spurs bench didn't play bad. They got outscored 40-36, but that's better than damn 76-10 or 76-15 or the number they've been getting outscored by. Remember, Joe, plus 33, plus 34. We saw what it did happen in game 3. Hell, they had 76 bench points. They had more points off the bench than the starters had.
Yeah.
So they've done a great job. Tonight, they really did a great job. I thought Keldon Johnson had one of his better games.
Yeah.
Carter Bryant could hit a couple of shots, but they got Harrison Barnes. That's 4 minutes. That's 4 minutes of time that I'm watching the TV I can never get back. Now I realize that at some point in time in my life I'm going to wish I had those 4 minutes back.
You got,
but unfortunately I'm not going to be able to get it.
You got to chill. You got to chill.
Man, this man here. Oh man.
Hey, look. Hey, they just took Cornette out the game. though. He ain't been. I'm talking about they go right at him.
He a traffic cone, Joe.
When Wemby come off the court, it looked like the lane. It's like everything part over. Everybody in there partying and having a good time.
Hey, Joe, like the Red Sea.
Ocho, you took the word right out of my mouth. I said they turned into Moses.
Like the Red Sea.
Hey, they put the spear in the ground and just part.
Yeah.
And the problem is that he's not a shot blocker. So like you said, Joe, the lane opens up. He and rebounds. How many opportunities did they get? They got the rebound and kick out for a 3. Or kick out and they get a foul call.
Yeah.
And it's like when Wemby goes to the bench. Shea is one of the few guys that you'll ever see in your lifetime that when he goes to the bench, their team goes on a run.
Right. Absolutely.
And that's not a knock on him, Chad. I'm not saying anything, but y'all see it. So I don't know. I don't need to preface that with a caveat. When he goes to the bench, they go on a run.
Yeah.
It's facts.
Yeah.
Great. The next game is in San Antonio, right?
Yeah.
Yes, game 6, Thursday night.
Yeah.
We got game 6. We got game 6.
I think when Shea goes to the bench, they're less predictable.
Yes.
You know, because you got guys now, the ball really, really hops. And, you know, everybody can penetrate the paint and spray out for threes. And then you got Hartenstein with his activity, being on the rim, getting them second chance points. That's what gets you over the hump, bro. It's the little things you're going to have to do to continue to win or to advance to the finals. So I think OKC, they willing to do that.
They are. But I thought it was Hartenstein's activity early.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now Shet too, huh? Shet being aggressive and a little bit more efficient than he has been in the past few games.
Yes.
Difference maker.
I still need more shots from Chick, though. I know he was great 6 for 9, but damn, I need a few more shot attempts from him.
Well, I think the thing is that when McCain took 19 and Shea took 19, that's 38. Hartenstein was 6 of 8, but you know Hartenstein is going to be dunk, lob, or it's going to be that floater.
That thing to the moon.
He's not going to get very many more shots than that.
Nah, he don't need more than that. Hey, he's shooting that floater to the moon over Wemby big ass down there.
Ain't he? Caruso 5 of 10, he 4 of 8. Caruso got to be shooting damn near 55-60% from the damn 3.
Oh yeah, if he probably better than that. He probably about 60%. Hey, he cashed out. It seems like every time he shoot, it's going in. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Swishing. It ain't no bouncing for haul up in the air. There's some suspicion or doubt. He's swishing.
And when he come into the game, bro, it wasn't like they had control of the game. Like he made big shots to put him on runs. So Caruso is a huge part of what they do, bro. He play well. It's gonna be hard to beat them.
I mean, San Antonio won points in the paint, but second chance points. OKC was plus 11. Fast break points. OKC only had 9. And I thought OKC, for the most part, did a better job of taking care of the basketball.
Yeah.
It's just that all turnovers aren't created equal. I mean, because sometimes your turnovers kill your runs and give them life.
Yeah.
And so you can't just look at it and say, well, this guy only had 1 turnover, guy had 2 turnovers. You have to look at when you turn the ball over and what did your turnovers lead to.
Yeah.
Dang. Come on, Spurs. Don't do me like that.
I think that, look, you got to look at OKC. They're not really trying to get up off this throne.
Nah.
When you've been king, you'll do everything that you possibly can to keep the crown.
Yes, sir.
But hey, J-Dub not even playing, Joe.
Well, here's the problem. If Fox or Harper, if both of them don't play well, I don't think they got a chance in hell of winning the game.
No.
Because both of them handle the ball too much. You know, careless turnovers, you know, not really making shots. It's going to be tough for San Antonio to win, bro.
But I thought Castle might have played one of his better ball games. I mean, think about it, Joe. He was 7 of 11.
Yeah, no.
He had 24 points, 3 of 5 from 3, 7 of 8. From the free throw line, he had 5 rebounds, 6 assists. The turnovers came early. He had 3 steals.
Oh, that's why I say I'd rather have to pull him back a little bit. I let him go because he playing well. Hell, he two-way player. He guarding a 2-time MVP, and he putting up these type of numbers with this type of efficiency. And we gonna have to deal with a couple turnovers. You know what I mean?
Yes. I agree. And I think that also, Joe, is that Coach says, look here, sir, I understand I love your aggressiveness, but we can't have you. I mean, because he's at 5 fouls every game, Joe. He getting his money worth. But it's when you pick up those fouls, now it takes a lot of that aggressive out of you because you picked them up so early.
Yeah.
And picking foul up 94 feet. I mean, sometimes, in the backcourt, Joe, he just slap over the man. He slap in the back of SGA.
Hey, he gonna let you know he here. He running up every time, bro. Look, he wearing Shea down, bro. Shea